This is a bit of a vulnerable share, but I don't call myself a generational curse breaker for nothing. I became a holistic psychotherapist because I wanted to have the buck stop with me. In fact, when I was 16 years old, I declared to a friend of mine after leaving my home and my parents were basically killing each other with fighting and screaming and kicking and all of the bad shit. I went to school and told my best friend, Lisa, the buck stops with me. I will not repeat patterns. I will not repeat these people's patterns. And so came a lifelong quest to work on myself and do therapy and be a generational curse breaker in truth. And then I became a therapist later on in my life, and I'm a holistic psychotherapist whereby I completely and totally work with people to be the generational curse breakers, to wake up, to see the patterns, to not repeat them, to do something different. And so I came from an environment where there was a lot of verbal violence, physical violence, a lot of instability. And so I can understand the trigger that is being felt when people watch the beautiful Blake Lively look fabulous and so compelling when she's talking about domestic violence. And people are just like, why are you so tone deaf? And I've had a couple of clients talk to me about this, and I can totally, the book is phenomenal. It ends with us, and it resonates to my core about being a generational curse breaker and stopping the patterns and not allow multi-generational, repetitions to occur. But what I think why people are so triggered is because, well, I know why I'm triggered. I mean, I came from a family where internally all the crap was going on, but everyone looked fabulous. My mother just looked fantastic. She'd gone through so many experiences with my dad, who bless his heart, as he's on the other side, and my mother's on the other side too. I'm sure they're evolving as souls, but she always looked fabulous. We looked good on the outside. Everyone thought we looked great, but inside there was absolute mayhem. And we, the kids of that family were experiencing, so much of the fallout from all of the domestic violence that was going on. So what I can say is that if you're making a movie about DV, I love how the director, Justin Baldoni, speaks about it. He speaks with a sense of respect for what the characters go through. He speaks with a sense of respect and a sense of honoring what women and humans go through in these circumstances. I love Blake Lively's energy. I think she's such a divine actress, but she's just doing herself and the book and the movie and the entire experience of human beings going through violence in the home. Women who, why do they stay? Why is she not talking about the compelling reason women stay in these marriages? I mean, that would be part of she should be talking about in her interviews, not what clothing she's wearing and how fabulous, her hair is. I mean, and the products in her hair. I mean, these are great things to talk about in other circumstances. I'm all for an entrepreneurial, empowered woman having a business. I totally love that. But why is she not getting it that that's not appropriate? Her answers are so glib. Her answers are so tone deaf. Her answers, oh, Blake, why are you doing that? And I more than once this week, I'm a psychotherapist, so I'm a trauma specialist, and I attract clients into my practice that are generational curse breakers, and I'm so personally triggered, but also I feel for the trigger that a lot of people who have experienced domestic violence and watched their mothers or had themselves experience these horrible experiences and have stayed and gone back and gone back and gone back. I mean, my parents, split up and got back together about, I don't know, over half a dozen times. And so I know what compels a person to stay and go back. And in the book, you root for Lily Bloom to go back. But as Justin Baldoni was saying, sometimes the bad guy can look like the good guy, and that's the fuckery, that's the manipulation, and that's what I believe they should have coordinated and talked about. And so I think go see the movie, definitely. But don't listen to the interviews, and read the book, definitely. But the interviews are doing the entire topic a massive disservice. If this resonates, share it. And take care of yourself. If you're one of those generational curse breakers, if you find yourself in a domestic violence situation, just understand that you're not alone, and you will come through, and you will be the survivor, but the survivor with lessons and with a victorious energy, but of course not without the scars. And I think